It's a story that's becoming all too common. Young thieves targeting the elderly.
But Grandma and Grandpa are now packing heat, and last night, 2 young people lost their lives when they picked the wrong targets. Fox News' Ronnie Dahl live now in Detroit with more on the armed elderly. Ronnie?
Yeah, in one incident that took place right here in the parking lot of MLK High School, the coach was doing the right thing. He was walking the students to their cars, making sure they got there safe. That's when he encountered 2 teenagers. One pulled out a gun. They didn't know he also had a gun, and he fired back. And that was not the only incident involving older people taking charge of their lives and protecting themselves against these younger thugs. A deadly encounter outside Martin Luther King Friday night. Fox 2 learning the 70-year-old coach for the ladies basketball team was walking 2 students to their cars. They were in the school parking lot when 2 young guys walked up. One pulled out a gun and tried to rob the coach. What they most likely didn't know, the coach had his own gun and he used it, shooting both guys, killing one. The coach is also a reserve police officer and is licensed to carry.
No one looks forward to the day that they're attacked unsolicited by a predator, but the thing is that they would rather have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And you know what? They don't want to take a person's life. They don't want to shoot someone. But if it comes down to being able to defend themselves or possibly be seriously hurt or killed, they're willing to get armed.
The shooting at the high school was not the only incident involving an older person protecting themselves with a firearm in Detroit Friday evening. Sources tell us in the 15,000 block of Grand River, just east of Greenfield, a guy attempted to rob an older guy. That's when he pulled out his weapon and fired, shooting the suspect. He was also licensed to pack heat.
It's a sign that senior citizens are being targeted for victimization by predators, and senior citizens are responding, they're getting the training, and they're carrying guns, and I definitely applaud their efforts.
A 2002 survey shows gun ownership among people 65 years of age and older is on the rise. Firearms instructor Rick Ector has seen an increase of older people taking control of their personal safety, buying guns, and getting trained on how to use them.
Earlier today, I was coaching a former student who has a concealed pistol license. He's in the ballpark of 65, 70-ish, and he wanted, in the aftermath of some of the stories that came out last night, he wanted to brush up on his shooting, and I was more than happy to accommodate him.
And Rick says it's not just senior citizens getting licensed to carry guns, but also he's seen an increase in women doing the same thing. If you are going to carry a gun, you want to make sure you take the class, get licensed, and make sure you know how to use that weapon. Meanwhile, back to those 2 different shooting incidents, Detroit police are continuing to investigate exactly what happened out on these 2 shooting incidents Friday night. For now, we're live on the city's east side. Ronnie Dahl, Fox 2 News.